Avoir un pied dans le futur. Vivre les rêves qui sont les nôtres. Et obéir à sa nature. Puisque rien ne dure. Vraiment. Les princes de vie.
Good morning.
Good morning, John. Harry. Why do I keep doing that? It's too early in the morning.
Good morning, Harry, Adrian, and I.
Hey, hi, Anne. Good morning. Hi, Lynn. What scene do I want to be? Where do I want to be today?
Can you hear that? Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've just shared using the share screen music on my computer.
It's only in share screen, is it?
Yeah.
So this function only works in share screen?
I think so. So I go to share screen and then you go to advanced and then you choose music or computer sound only.
Oh.
That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thumbs in.
Are you using the share music function?
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning, John.
Morning, John.
What was that, Anne?
Yeah, Harry, are you using the share music function or no?
Yes, yeah. First time I've ever done that.
It's better, right?
Yeah, very cool.
Can I try?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I will stop my sharing. Okay.
Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
We're all
I've never
Zoom
tried. I've always
experts now.
wondered where it is. Where is that function?
So just go to share screen and then
Go
in
to
the
share
next
screen.
window, there's advanced. So don't share your screen.
No.
No.
Oh, don't share my screen.
But you click on share screen and then in the next window you go to advanced.
Yeah.
And then it says music or computer sound only.
No, I don't.
Oh.
You
Share
need
screen.
host to see that.
Who is backup Zoom
so
host this morning? Who is the backup? Do we know?
Choto ne. Lynn.
Okay. Otherwise, you can just put me in. Worst case, she's still.
Oh, so you can't. So it's not being co-host. I think it's how you'll have to be host.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so too.
Co-host.
I see.
Can someone maybe co-host in case Rhonda's file needs to be shown?
I have already, Anne.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's good to have as backup.
Harry.
Can you make us co-host, Harry?
Yeah.
I've made everyone co-host.
We've got a ton of us that will co-host now.
Sorry, what was that, Anne?
No, just make in case I need to show her slide from how she tomorrow too early in the morning. I can't even speak.
Okay.
In case she gets some euphoria from the dental anesthetic, forgets to show her.
I I would have hoped they would have warned off by now. Jeez.
USA time, yeah?
Yeah. Lynn is in. Jada's in.
I think.
Yeah.
Good.
Everybody done with their morning exercise. Very
I
good.
know. I hope Lynn has gone out of her PJs.
Yeah. Oh, I have to
Just
change
show the
background.
top and have PJs below.
Oh,
Oh, look at Jada.
oh my gosh, Jada,
Oh,
what's
Jada,
going on
you're
here?
having a party moment.
Jada's got a good Friday morning hair.
Oh, I haven't done my hair. Quick. Okay.
It's good.
Quick, go use the Dyson hair dryer. Sorry, this is
Secret
subliminal
advertising.
marketing. Yeah, advertising.
Exactly.
Exactly. You know, we're all so chatty only because it's Friday. If it were Monday, we'd be like, oh shit, what to do next?
Yeah, I realize the quality of conversations in the chat has just gone down.
Yeah. No, yeah. The quality, it has. No more, oh shit, what do we do? Who's next? What?
A lot of nonsense.
A lot of bullshit, yeah, let's put it very bluntly.
Harry, we have somebody else in the room.
Your
Oh, okay.
Is it? I saw
mindfulness is
another
Erin,
name.
isn't it?
No,
Erin.
No. Okay.
Surely.
The person is off
I
already.
removed.
Yeah. Because you guys were all joking, and the person is quietly there.
Take the person back into waiting.
Waiting room.
How they know the real us.
At least we don't get 4 a.m. messages from Lynn now that says, you know, you're like, what?
I'm sorry.
I'm so glad it's Friday. For once, I said I was saying to Choi Q, it's really TGIF.
I asked myself over dinner yesterday, how did you get to Friday? It's like on Monday, it felt like it would take a long time.
Yeah.
And by the time it's oh God, it's so fast. Like a week just flew by. Goodness.
I see you got your Peranakan houses
So nice.
on the last day,
Harry,
just in time.
Harry, you can't do, is it?
No, because my laptop's really old.
Hey, but how come my Peranakan house doesn't have the ICF thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, okay.
Oh no.
Change.
You see, as work
I
from
see.
home is the new norm, we all have to upgrade hardware here.
Let me check the file I sent you. Maybe I can do it.
Let's go to the
Can I test sharing screen to see if I can move the...
Yeah. Hi guys, I'm not in Singapore. I'm on holiday.
On the beach.
I got day off, a morning off.
And we're recording, by the way, if we want to just pause it.
A week of webinar. She'll be joining us and guiding us through another mindfulness session this morning. Let me talk a little bit about Erin. She's the founder and mindfulness coach of Mindful Moments Singapore. She's a mindfulness practitioner and advocates mindfulness as a way of life. It is her personal vision to help more and more people learn mindfulness skills and incorporate mindfulness practice into their daily lives to improve their well-being. I'm sure as you've went through different mindfulness sessions with her, you've also got a sense of how that comes alive, right? So welcome back, Erin. What do you have for us this morning?
Hi, thanks, Jada, and thank you for inviting me back. So it's good to see everyone. I don't know if we're the same people as we had on Monday. So I guess I'll just do a little introduction of what I'm going to do today. So mindfulness is really about just being here, being present with whatever is here for us, whatever that's happening in us, outside of us, right? And given that it's morning, I assume for most of us, and I think it's a good idea to just sort of energize the body a little bit and activate the body a little bit this morning. So I'm going to bring everyone through movement practice, and these are really very gentle stretching movements. We're just going to be aware of the body and the breath. And if we think about our lifestyle nowadays, a lot of times we're really what we call living from the neck up, right? So we're thinking a lot nowadays, processing a lot. It's a very cognitive life that we live. So a lot of times we're sort of cut off from the body, and our body actually has a lot of wisdom. It tells us a lot of things. It tells us when we are stressed. It tells us when emotions are coming up. It tells us if we need rest, so on and so forth. So it's good to practice being aware of the body and not be resisting or fighting anything that the body may be sensing or feeling at any moment. So we're just going to do that. I'm going to bring you through some gentle movements, and then we're going to move the body back into stillness. Okay? So a few reminders here of the intentions of this practice. It's just for us to be with the body one moment at a time. And number two, it's to be really gentle with this practice. Invite a lot of gentleness, a lot of kindness to the body, which means we're not trying to push ourselves too hard. All right, so there's a non-striving attitude to it. So I'd like to remind everyone to really approach this by working well within your limits. So for example, if your limit is at a 10, then for this practice, you should work at like a 6 or a 7. Okay? All right, so I'm going to invite you to adopt a standing posture. So I'm going to adjust my screen a little bit so you can see me a little better as I step back. So we'll just take a few moments to get into position. And I hope everyone can join me here. All right? Okay, so we're going to start off by just adopting a stable standing posture that is relatively wakeful. Right? So you want to make sure that your feet are about hip distance apart and your feet should be flat on the floor. Okay? Standing up straight, spine is straight but not too stiff, shoulders relaxed, arms hanging down the sides of the body, fingers loose and relaxed. Right? And to start, I'd like to invite you to just gently close your eyes. If you're not entirely comfortable with closing your eyes, you can just lower your gaze down to the floor. Right? So in this stillness, in this standing posture, let's just invite awareness to this body in this stillness. And one moment at a time, just opening your awareness to what may be present within the framework of this body. So you might be noticing a little bit of tiredness, lethargy. So if tiredness is here, what does tiredness feel like in the body? What kind of sensations are they? Is it a sense of heaviness, lightness, tightness, or looseness? And is there temperature in the body at this moment? Coolness, warmth, heat. So whatever that is here in the body at this moment, just allowing the body to be the way it is, without the need to change anything in this experience. And then when you're ready, very gently opening the eyes. So to keep ourselves safe during these movements, we're just going to keep our eyes open, all right? Okay, so coming back to an awareness of our posture, okay, ensuring our feet are flat on the floor, standing up tall and straight. We're going to bring our attention to our arms and just getting a sense of the arms hanging down the sides of the body. And we're going to keep the movement slow and gentle, right? So when you're ready, we're going to raise the right arm up by the side, going as slow as you can and really paying attention to this movement as you lift the arm past the shoulder level, reaching up towards the ceiling. Okay? And then very gently, we're going to fold the arm so that our right hand just sort of touches the side of the head or the left ear, right? And then from here, very gently, we're going to pull the head over to the right shoulder and just feeling the stretch at the side of the neck, resting with this sensation. So making sure that your face is looking straight ahead and not down towards the floor. And lifting the arm back up, head coming back to center, And very gently returning the arm back to the side of the body. So keeping everything gentle and slow. Okay, good. So now let's hop our attention over to the left arm. Very gently, we're going to raise the left arm up, keeping the movement slow, gentle, lifting past the shoulder level, reaching up towards the ceiling. And when you're ready, we're going to fold the arm over the side of the head, right hand just gently touching the side of the head or the right ear, and just pulling the head over to the left. Once again, resting with the sensation of the stretch at the side of the neck. Head looking straight ahead of you. And very slowly and gently returning back to center. Arms, left arm coming back down. And back to the side of the body. Okay, all right. Coming back to our standing posture. Now we're going to begin to rotate our shoulders, opening the shoulders and the chest and the back. So we're going to lift the shoulders up very gently. We're going to begin to roll the shoulders forward, down, to the back, and up again. So just continuing to roll the shoulders slowly and gently, and just resting your attention not just on the shoulders, but also at the chest area, at the back, at the shoulder blades, noticing the movements at the arms. And very gently switching directions, beginning to roll the shoulders towards the back. Keeping it gentle, keeping it slow, paying attention to the sensations of these movements. And gently coming back to rest. All right. So coming back to stillness. And for the next few moments, I'd just like to invite you to just pay attention to the breath that is entering and leaving the body. So just noticing the body standing here and breathing in and breathing out. So there's no need to regulate the breath in any way, just allowing the breath to be as natural as possible. Now, when you're ready, at your own very gentle pace, as you breathe in, just beginning to lift the arms up in front of you. As you breathe out, allowing the arms to come back down. When you start breathing in again, bringing the arms up. And as you breathe out, bringing the arms back down. So just allowing the arms to follow the in and out of the breath. One breath at a time. The arms following the breath. And this is to your own pace. So if your breath is longer, your arms may move slower. If your breath is a little shorter, your arms may move slightly faster. Just paying attention to the entire body, breathing in and out, going up and down. So now when you're ready, on your next breath in, we're going to add in the feet. As you breathe in, arms going up, heels coming up to your tiptoes. As you breathe out, toes coming back down to the floor, very gently noticing the contact. Once again, breathing in. As you breathe in, coming up, hands and feet. As you breathe out, everything coming back down. So once again, the entire body follows the pace of your breath. Noticing the entire body in this movement, in this balancing posture. One breath at a time. Now, when you're ready, as you breathe in, allowing the heels to come up and the arms to come all the way up to the ceiling, and just holding this posture on your tiptoes for a few moments. Just resting here and noticing how the body is keeping itself in balance. Allowing the breath to flow naturally as you hold this posture. And very gently allowing everything to come back down. Good. Now once again, on your next breath in, we're going to raise everything up, arms up all the way to the ceiling, coming onto your tiptoes, and holding this posture for a few moments. Allowing the breath to be natural. And just notice as you hold this posture, which parts of the body are engaged, which parts of the body are more relaxed. And when you're ready, allowing everything to gently come back down. One moment at a time. And coming back to our stable standing posture. Okay, so resting here for a few moments. And now very gently, we're going to once again bring our attention to the breath, moving in and out of the body. One breath at a time. So now when you next breathe in, we're going to very gently raise our arms up by the side. As you breathe out, allowing the arms to come back down in the middle here. As you breathe in, arms going up. As you breathe out, arms coming back down. So same thing, we're going to allow the movements of the arms to follow the pace of the breath. As you breathe in, arms going up. As you breathe out, arms coming back down. So we're just sort of drawing circles with the arms. Breathing in and breathing out. And as you next breathe in, feel the body rising. As you breathe out, just feeling the body weight dropping and grounding down towards the floor. Breathing in and breathing out, grounding to the floor. Breathing in, breathing out, and body weight is grounding down to the floor. One last time, breathing in, breathing out, grounding down to the floor, and relaxing the hands back to our stable standing posture. So once again, bringing attention to the body in this stillness. One breath at a time. So now when you're ready, we're going to engage in some balancing postures. Okay. So very gently, we're going to begin to take the right arm and we're just sort of going to sweep it in a circle. Sweep it in a circle, palms facing out, and just allowing the right arm to rest at head level with the palms facing out. It's sort of like you're blocking the sunlight, right? Okay. And then we're going to take our left arm, we're going to draw a circle inwards, going out, palms facing out, and just allowing the palm to drop down to waist level. Okay, so you're sort of in this stance. So just noticing the body in this extended posture. Now very gently, we're going to shift our body weight to the left, very gently. And then we're going to raise the right leg up in front of us. Raising the right leg up, going as far as it feels safe for you to go, and we're just going to stay in this posture for a few moments. And seeing if it's possible for you to just gently drop the body weight down towards the floor a little, sort of like you're sinking down towards the floor. And just noticing the body in this balancing posture. Allowing the breath to flow naturally. Any thoughts that come up, just allowing them to be here, and just bring your attention back to the body. Good, and bringing the leg back down, coming back to center, and just allowing both the arms to come back down to the sides of the body. All right, so we're going to do the other side. Very gently, we're going to sweep the left arm inwards and out, palms facing out, resting at about head level. We're going to take the right arm, sweeping inwards, and sweeping the palms out and just dropping the hand to waist level. Just holding this posture for a few moments, paying attention to the body. Now we're going to shift the body weight to the right. Very gently, we're going to begin to lift the left leg up. And we're going to hold this posture, allowing the breath to flow naturally. And as you breathe out, seeing if you're able to just very gently sink the body weight just a little down to the floor. Holding here for a few moments, noticing the body in this balancing posture. And very gently, we're going to lower the leg back down to the floor and allowing both the arms to come back down to the sides of the body. Okay, so returning to stillness, and I'd like to invite you to gently close the eyes. And once again, inviting awareness to this body in this stillness, paying attention to what is present. Sensations, soreness, tightness, noticing temperature, paying attention to the quality of the breath, and maybe even noticing heartbeat. And now when you're ready, I'd like to invite you to take a deep breath in and exhaling completely and just allowing the eyes to open. Okay, thank you everyone. And this was our practice for today, for this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Erin. Thank you so much. It's 8:53 right now. We still have about 7 minutes before we begin our morning webinar with Rhonda Boyle. So if you would like to, go grab yourself a cup of coffee, a cup of tea before we begin in 7 minutes time. Good morning, everyone. As you're waiting for another 5 more minutes before we begin this morning session, if you do need, grab yourself a pen and a piece of paper just to make some notes for the session we have at 9 a.m. later, okay? Very good morning to all of you here. Thank you for being here early and on time. As we're waiting for more participants to join us for our 9 a.m. webinar, do get yourself settled in. If you have to, or if you need to take some notes, please make sure you have a pen and paper together with you, or something on hand that you can take your notes on. We'll be beginning shortly in about 1 minute's time. Okay. Once again, a very warm welcome back, everyone, to ICW Singapore 2020. Good Friday morning to all of you here. I see more and more people coming into the Zoom chat right now. My name is Jada, and I'm going to be your session host this morning. This is day 5 of ICW, and officially our last day here with all of you. What a week! I mean, if you've been here with us the last 5 days, kudos to all of you for your learning spirit, your passion in coaching, and for participating so actively together with all of us here. So a virtual clap here to everyone. Now, if you recall, in the last 4 days, we've gone through sessions where we examine our own consciousness and awareness. We sat in on panels where we hear from industry experts on what corporates are looking for in coaches. And this morning, we'll be going to work with you on creating the coaching practice of your dreams. If you've been feeling stuck or your coaching practice has been affected as a result of this pandemic that we are all currently in, and you're wondering how you can get your business back on track, you are in the right session right now. So before we begin, you all know the ground rules we have to make sure in order to make sure we have a smooth and successful session. So throughout the webinar, please put your microphone on mute. All attendees will be on mute by default, except for open floor segments. If you have a question and would like to share something, type it into the chat on the right. You can also access your chat box by going to the menu bar at the bottom and selecting chat. There will be a Q&A segment at some point in the session for Rhonda to take your questions. However, if you have any questions along the way, feel free to put it into the chat box. Once again, CCEUs, you will receive continual coach education units by attending this live webinar in full. Partial CCEUs will not be issued, so please do take note of that. At the end of the webinar, we'll share a QR code and a link that will lead you to an online form which collects your certificate details. Please make sure that your full name and your email address is provided correctly for us to issue you your cert. We will unfortunately not be able to issue you the cert if you don't go through this link. Application for CCEU will close 24 hours after the webinar, and you can receive them via your email by June 2020. Now, let us also take a moment to thank our ICW Singapore 2020 conference sponsor. Our platinum sponsor, Imagenetics, helps people and organizations to improve communication, collaboration, and culture, resulting in positive and productive workplaces. They will be giving out to all attendees a gift package worth $350, consisting of an Imagenetics profile and access to online resources, as well as a special webinar on enhancing your coaching experience with Imagenetics. So look forward to an email coming to you next week with the sign-up details. Also, our silver sponsors, the Coach Partnership, Starting Point, and the Coaching app. A little bit more about them. Coach Partnership has brought the new field suite of coach training programs to Asia since 2010. They are the world's leading ontological methodology since 1991, with over 65,000 graduates worldwide, and is recognized as the gold standard within the ICF network of coach certification programs. So thank you to Coach Partnership. Next, Starting Point, the authorized provider of this certification and solutions, 5 behaviors of a cohesive team and building trust solutions. They specialize in customized workshop and coaching for leadership and organizational improvement and transformation. Last but not least, the Coaching app. The Coaching app puts a C-suite executive coach in your pocket. All the knowledge, guidance, and tools you need to put yourself at the center of your universe and make your personal development a reality. So thank you to all our sponsors. Now, are you guys all ready to embark on our first webinar this morning? It is my pleasure to introduce Rhonda Knight Boyle, transformational leader and coach. She's the best-selling author of Turning Talents into Strengths, Stories of Coaching Transformation, and host of the Coach Talk TV. Rhonda has been part of the Strengths movement since 2008 and is also a certified law of attraction facilitator with a special emphasis on neuroscience principles. Rhonda, very good evening to you. I know you're calling us not from Singapore, but in Oklahoma, if I'm not wrong.
I am in Oklahoma City. Yep, right in the center of the country, Central Standard Time. I don't even know what time it is. I'm lost like everybody else. So it's just after 8 p.m. here. And good morning, everyone. So good to see you. And thank you for having me. And I would love to just jump right in it because I have some I really want to help you guys really get back focused on your coaching practice. So without further ado, let me share my screen and get this all set up. You know how that goes. And here we are. So again, thanks so much for joining us. Today, I'm going to be walking you through my process for helping you really start to see your business in your mind's eye. And so, because your imagination is what really leads your action, as many of you already know. So I want to start off with a quote that will really help you see where we're going to go tonight or this morning. And it is by the late Wayne Dyer. And he said, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And right now, you are looking at your business in a certain way. And you know, and I know that you're here because you really would like to change a thing or two. And frankly, I think we are all in similar places right now with this worldwide, I want to call it a situation right now. We're all kind of in the same boat. And so really being able to see and get your focus back on what you want for your business is the way you're going to do that is by changing the way you look at things. All right. So let me make sure that I'm keeping up here with the chat. I do want you guys to please ask me any kind of questions that you have along the way. And you are going to need either the worksheets or in your journal or notebook is just fine. So here's what we're going to look at over the course of this evening. And the first thing is, what is not working in your business? We're going to take a look at that. And then we're going to talk about what you really want for your business. And then I'm going to teach you a magic trick to bypass some of your critical thinking and these limiting beliefs that you have by using bridge phrases. And then you can take these bridge phrases and move them into a single vision statement that's going to help you see your business. And if you work on it hard enough and you follow the things that I suggest, it will be the tool that you will have that can guide you towards the business of your dreams. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever had one of those days that turns into weeks, that turns into months? I think we might be having those days right now. But this is true always, isn't it? Isn't this a truism that sometimes things happen and they bump us off of our game? It's like we go off the rails and we get into these these things that we get kind of stuck in, these situations or whatever life may throw at us, not just what we're dealing with now. A non-business example that has happened to me recently is that I was watching YouTube, and in my YouTube recommended videos, a video popped up about painting, which is something I do in my spare time. Y'all know how that is, right? You got some spare time hanging around. And so when I watched the video, I suddenly, I got charged up about it again. And then I realized how long it had been. It had been a year since I had painted again or had painted, and that's something that I love doing. How does that happen? How do you just get stuck and then forget what's going on in your life? But it does happen. And then sometimes it can come across your path. Days or weeks or unfortunately years can go by because you're stuck. And it happens because you lose your focus. And the truth is, you may not have been actually clear on what you wanted. And guess what? Time stands still for nobody, right? And so grab your worksheets right now because we're going to start with an exercise that I want you to, hang on just a second. I want you to write down this definition. At the top of your worksheet, you should see that there's a definition space, or if you want to just write it in your notebook. But this is a definition that I want y'all to work on. So here we go. I attract to my life and business whatever I give my energy, attention, and focus to. All right, so let's write that down. Oh, I do want you to write it down. I attract to my life and business whatever I give my energy, attention, and focus to. And then you get to add this. Ready? Whether positive or negative. Okay, I attract to my life and business whatever I give my energy, attention, and focus to, whether positive or negative. And if you're like most everybody else, you're not always focused on what you want, are you? In fact, you know that I know you're focused on what's wrong, what's not working, what you can't figure out, what's in your way, what just happened, what's the disruption. It goes on and on and on in your mind, and it's all negative, 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 right? So guess what you get more of? Exactly that. You get more of the negative that you have been frustrated over, complaining about, whatever it is, you're going to get more of it. So how about if we create something positive? Say yes in the chat box if you like that idea. All right. So as I said before, if you follow this all the way to the end, then you are going to, you're going to start finding answers coming to some of these things that have been driving you crazy. They're going to start flying at you. Those solutions are, because we're going to change the way you're looking at things. All right. So first thing we're going to do now is let's take a look at what's not working. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to set a timer, and I want you to write in the box everything that is not working for you. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to prompt you so that you are cued. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to switch your track intentionally in your mind. All right. And so everybody, your job, your only job is to write down what's wrong. And even if what comes out of my mouth is not what's wrong for you, it will lead you to other things, which is why I'm going to prompt you. All right. So your only job is to write. Everybody ready? No matter what pops into your head, I want you to write. All right. So what's the big thing that's wrong right now? Name it quick. What's not working? Where are you stuck? What is the big problem you can't seem to solve? Do you have too few clients? Are they the wrong kind of clients? Are you not doing enough workshops and trainings? Maybe you don't have enough group trainings coming up on your books, on your calendar. Are you crunched for time? Not enough hours in the day? Is this a side gig and you just can't see a way to make it work because of your job? How about your technology? Is your website giving you fits? Maybe you don't have a website. What systems are not working for you? Are you out of money? Having trouble finding the money to invest in new training and credentials that you need? How about your marketing? What's not working there? Is your brand not working? Do you lack a compelling message? Maybe you're not clear on your ideal client. Social media. Who's getting the word out about you? Nobody? How's that working for you? Do you get crickets when you make a business post? Or maybe you forget to post. Maybe going live isn't working and adding video, which you know you should do. Is your landing page not converting? Do you even have a landing page? Are you getting enough referrals? These are great. Keep them coming in, guys. Are your potential clients broke? Or do you have slow pay clients? Are you having trouble securing long-term contracts or government contracts? Okay, so before we move on, you guys have given me put some really great things in the chat box, saved by the bell. So let's hear some of the things. If you do not see anything mentioned down here in the chat box, let me know what you've got. Now I'm seeing somebody's like, no, I'm not good at technology. My branding is confusing. I'm sitting with a failure, no clients. No focus. You're struggling with face-to-face. Wow, Glenn, right? What a change. Face-to-face now is what you really like, and now you're in a virtual world having to navigate that. Too many negative consecutive events. Hard to find the right trainings. Okay, proposals are not accepted at the final stage. Confused on branding. Excellent. You guys steal from one another here. Add it to the list. If you see something on here, I want you to add it. No website, getting your website off the ground. Not good at technology. Branding. Okay, a brand new coach. Yes, daunted. I get it. So, yes, the worksheets, you guys see them down there. Balancing work and family, juggling time. Yes. Now you're all in the family, Lillian. At least you're not alone, right? Not clear on your market. That's super important to know, isn't it? Okay, procrastinating. So let's see. Let's see. We got. I'm going to mute real quick. Too few full-paying clients. Yeah, you don't know how to start. Torn between pursuing work and being home for the kids. Yes, crowded market. No, Wendy, not true. We for sure have to change your mind on that one. There's so much business, it's crazy. Let's believe that, right? Too many commitments, not focused, conflict between being retired and not wanting retired. Joy, I'm there. That's me. A lot of coaches out there hunting for business, harder to stand out. Yes. So you really, this is, once you identify, here's the truth. Once you know exactly who you're looking for, exactly what you want your business to see, it starts showing up because it's so much easier for you to see. Right? Okay. A rising tide lifts all boats. True, true. No boss, no pressure, too relaxed. Yes, I get it, Avni. I understand. It is different, isn't it, working from home? And yet you want to work from home, right? With a little structure. Okay. So these are all the things that are just not working, right? And so guess what you're focused on? What's not working. So guess what you're going to get more of? You're going to get more of what's not working, aren't you? So here's what we're going to do. I want to move you to the next step in the process, but I wanted first to have like a true confession moment, right? Because first of all, don't you see that we all have similar issues? And isn't it, you kind of feel like you're in good company at least, right? And so the other thing too is that I wanted to get that junk out of your head, because guess what? It takes up space and it takes up energy. And so we don't want to do that anymore. We want you to be freely thinking rightly about your business. Okay. So let's see. Overcoming being seen. You need to be seen. Yes. Being seen is what you need, and you will be. Once you get your vision and your ideal client, you will be seen. So let's go. We're going to use this information, everything that you guys have written down. So make sure it's on your worksheet, because there's an important part I want to move in here. So let's start a new page though, if you will, or go to the next box if you're on the worksheet. Because now we're going to move over to the reset. And I'm going to give you a way of resetting and looking at these problems differently. And so what I want you to do is take every issue on your list, and I want you to ask one of these questions. It can be, let me just share them with you quickly. I want you to ask, what do I want? Or what do I want instead? Or what else do I want? Okay, these are good questions. And the reason that they are good questions is they move your mind into the right space for creativity and for solutions. Okay, and so this is why because if you ask a wrong question, if you, that's not the right word. If you ask a question that is disempowering, for example, you don't have enough clients. Why do I not have enough clients? What happens? Your mind starts to chatter at you. You know what I'm saying? And so what we're trying to do here is prevent any of that by asking a question that will move you forward. So on each one of your problems, I want you to ask the reset question, and I want you to scratch it out after you have the answer. So for example, let me show you how simple this is. I have no clients. That's the problem. What do I want? More clients. Scratch, scratch, scratch. You see how simple that is? I don't want you to make it complicated right now. All I want you to do is to get down exactly what it is you want instead of what's not working. All right? So let me hear some examples here. I'm going to give you a few of them if I can find it. Here, let me go here. No clients. What do I want? Clients. See how simple that is? Scratch that out. Okay, here's someone who says, Francisco says he's not focused. What do you want? I want to focus on my business. Marie, hard to find the right trainings. What do you want instead? Or what do you want? You want the right trainings at the right time. Am I making it simple enough? It's super simple to move to this next. Yes, I want a great website, Laura. Perfect. Chris, I want an amazing social media presence. I love that. Tell me what else you want. Come on, let's hear it. I want accepted contracts. I want to be the boss I'm born to be and move faster. Avni, move faster. I think you're putting slowness in there. And I'll tell you what I mean with that by that in a few minutes. Remind me. Full confidence. Who wants confidence? Stuart. I want to coach with full confidence. So right now, it's a lack of confidence. What do I want? I want to coach with confidence. Yeah? Share my wisdom and Choi, you want to share your wisdom and experience with the world. I feel angels coming around here right now. Okay. Martina, you want an inspiring homepage online. Yes. Anita wants to put up social media posts without crickets. All right. So let me change this for you, Anita. I want engaging social media posts. Do you hear the difference? Here's what we're prone to do. I'm probably getting ahead of myself in the training, but I can't. I have to stop right now. Because what we do is we bring in the past. Okay? Do you see what I'm saying? So right now, you hear crickets when you do social media posts. I know a lot of you have crickets when you get social media posts, right? So what you want is not to put up social media posts without crickets. You want to put up social media posts that are engaging, that are fun, that attract your ideal client, right? So this is how we want to make that change. So thank you for letting me share that. Is it Braille? Wants to know how to start. So what do you want? What do you want really? It's not just about starting, correct? Because you can start all day long, right? You wake up tomorrow, you're starting. It's really that you want to be practicing coaching. Like you want to be coaching, correct? Because I have a feeling you've been coaching forever. You know, I think coaching is a calling. Okay, a natural stream. Georgina wants a natural stream of referrals of the right people. Yes. Yes. I would say that they are excited to pay instead of they can't wait to pay. I struggle with that word not, cannot pay. Your brain doesn't see the word not is something that I have observed. Let's see. More. You want to believe in coaching. So right now you don't tell. I need to hear more about that, Deepa. Is it that you don't believe? I need to. If I can hear more about that, I can help. Want to have more outreach in the marketplace. Samantha, yes, that's great. I want clients knocking on my doors. So, and I want a full calendar. You know why? Because your brain takes things literally and it's going to go, like, where are they knocking? You have to be as specific as possible because your brain doesn't really always get those idioms that we use. So I would say I want a full calendar of clients. I want to have an identified personal brand. Yes, Gina, good. I want quick action because you have everything. Tell me more about that quick action. All right, let's see. I have a team. I have tools. Yes, that's what you want, Miwa. I want to start my practice engaging posts. Yes. Okay, let's see. We want our wants to not compare to the past. Let me go back. This is an excellent question. Is it Han? So words like more, better, faster can be comparing. They can be. It just really, they're just words you want to watch out for. You want to be fully expressive, and I love using words like quick and fast. So that's not a problem. It's when you're dragging what you don't want into the conversation, and it usually has to do with, you usually add the word because. I want this because I want full paying clients instead of ones who are broke. You see, you dragged those broke clients right into the new vision. Am I making sense here? You guys are like tearing up. Y'all are blowing up the chat box. Okay, hang on. Stopping pro bono, saying thank you. Stopping people. You want people to stop saying that they're thinking about it. Is that what I'm hearing? Yes, you want to turn people away. Yeah, but you know what? I want to answer Rinku because possibly instead of turning people away, that you're sharing that business with other coaches. Huh? Now you're building a coaching team. See how just looking at it differently and I have no idea if you want to do anything like that, but it just opens up a new door of possibility, right? You want more clients, Anita, to help and will help you deepen your learning. Yes. Take it a tool, learn one tool. It's okay to be slow and thorough. All right. Parul, you're building slow and thorough. I sense a negative connotation with slow. So here's how I would change that. What do I want? I want to have thorough knowledge of the tools of my business. Does that sound like something that might be a little more? I'm looking to keep you from dragging into any of your old stuff. Confident enough to ask for my charges. I want word by mouth referrals. Yes, these are great. Offering pro bono is okay, but you want to sell non-pro bono. Okay, so what do you want? Miwa, I'm going to take you here. What do you really want? I'm putting you on the spot. Can I get you to open up your line and talk to me? Is that okay, Jada? Okay, good. If that's okay with Miwa.
Miwa, would you like to share?
Yeah.
If you would like to share, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, just unmute yourself.
I want success as a coach.
Yes, you want success as a coach. Yes, of course. So here's the thing. What is success?
Getting paid clients come up to me.
Okay. So that's where you want paying clients. Are you the one who said the who? I'm wondering who I'm talking to about here with the pro bono.
Hi, it's me.
Yeah. That's
Miwa
okay,
here. Miwa here.
Yeah, Miwa, let me hear this so you understand what I mean by you're bringing in the okay. What I want to know is what do you want?
Okay, so I love pro bono activity, which I'm proud of. And I also offer, non-pro bono activities too. But, I kind of feel I should more work to make more profit. But my time is limited, and then I'm a mother, and then I don't want to be, I don't want to be seen by people, and then I'm a wife. So I have a fear that if I do something and I make mistake or failure, then it makes great impact to my husband's community and then my family, my children. So I don't want to make mistakes, any mistakes.
I'm hearing that.
I have a craving that I want to be popular, I used to be when I was single. And I have been doing corporate training for many, many years under the company. But at the same time now, I'm under a company, but my boss, my CEO of the company, created a department for me, and I can do whatever I want. So I'm very blessed. But I'm so scared to she's so she's ready to create a website for me and then do it more big, make
She's
it
ready to take it to the next level and you're not ready to go.
exactly. I don't
Is
want
that
to
what
make
I'm hearing?
mistakes, and I don't want to be seen by people. I just want to like give service, like from from introduction by someone, and in my community, small community. I mean, protected community. I don't want to take risk.
So
I feel like I'm such
well, here's the question though, or I guess a point of consideration is you love working the nonprofit work.
Yes.
So what's the difference? Are you good at it? Do you make mistakes at it?
Yes. But I don't have to feel bad. Yeah, I do make mistakes. I do. I'm not perfect at all.
Yeah, none of us are. The point I'm trying to make is that it occurred, this is just how it occurs to me, okay?
Yeah.
Is that you love one and you feel you need to do another.
Right.
Like we're talking about what you want, and so that's where this is where the problem is, really, is a lack of clarity on exactly what you want.
Right.
And if you guys, I'm going to tell you this, and this is just a truism. If you don't know where you're going, you're not going to get there. You're just going to be wandering around, and that's fine too, because some of us are wanderers and there's nothing wrong with that. We can maneuver and go through, corporate training and then back into, nonprofit work and then do some one-on-one. So there's all of that can be fulfilling as a coach. It's there's an internal conflict. Now, I'm going to teach you something in a little bit about how we can get around. You've got a block right there. Like there's a fear. You've said it, right? I mean, I didn't say it. You did, right? So working through that, the way I'm going to teach you, you can go around that. Stop. That feeling you're feeling in your body that's stopping you, or that's bringing up that fear, we can work around that. You just have to decide what it is you really want. And, there's no shame in having a pro bono practice. Right? I don't see it that way.
Yeah.
So it's the love of coaching that you love, right? I mean, are you going to get up and coach somebody tomorrow, whether they pay you or not?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So I think that for you, if we can take that money piece and that mistake piece out of the equation for you, you can coach and you start looking at those people over there. Here's how you're looking at them differently than these nonprofit people.
Right.
They're just people too.
Yeah, I just realized that it's a guilt. Yeah, I have a long history of overcoming guilt. So I feel bad. If I make some mistakes and I feel like it's not good enough, then I feel bad. But if it is free, I don't have to feel guilt, right? But
you don't have to, but you're going to. We now know that you have a trigger that's gonna, and so all you have to do is recognize when that comes up to call it out as a liar, because it's just not true. Oh, there's that feeling again.
Right.
I mean, I have blocks all the time that come up all the time, but you know what? The path to maneuvering around them is to understand and recognize the feeling is coming up from your subconscious, just trying to keep you safe. That's what's happening, I think, is you're trying to be safe, stay safe, So the recognizing where it's happening in your body, where's that feeling coming from? And then see, the next time you have that, you're going to go, oh, there it is. She said it wasn't even real. It's coming from my past. or somewhere, right? Because that's that's what it is. And the more you can recognize that feeling, then the more you can start to maneuver around it. And I'm going to give you a trick to do that. Thank you so much for your generosity and letting me work with you. Are you good? I can't tell if she can hear me. Am I lagging here? No, I'm good. Miwa, are you good?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to share the bridge phrases and then we'll start working with those coming up soon. Because here's the truth is that you are not the only one in this room right now who's got this issue. I can guarantee you. Say yes if that's true in the chat box so Miwa knows and feels your support. Thank you. Thank you. Look at all the yeses. Hello. They're all popping up here. And you know what? I think that's just natural for us as coaches because we're peoplers. You know what I'm saying? It's like the last thing in the whole world we're motivated by is money. At least, I mean, but we do need to eat. So that's something we have to be conscious of. Look at all those yeses. Miwa, thank you for your courage. I'm grateful. And so that's what it's like to be on the hot seat with me. Somebody else may get the chance in a minute. All right. So thank you so much. Yes, work does deserve a salary. However, here's what I'll say, Sophie. Some of us get paid in things other than money. Like I'm here for you guys. I can't even tell you. I won't even be able to sleep tonight. It's going to fill me with so much energy. Right? I'm getting paid in energy. So thank you. All right. Yes. Thank you so much. She is not alone for sure. Okay. So everybody remember to scratch off. That's really kind of part of it because it works that motor memory thing. It's sort of like writing your goals down. It's helpful when you scratch off what's wrong and then say, what do I want? And then you rewrite what you want instead. It helps you with that, ooh, that's been taken care of. All right, so here we go. Let me make sure that I am caught up because I am going to move us into the next section here. Now, we're going to start using something called bridge phrases. But before we do that, I always like you to have to know exactly what you're working on. So if you will either write this in your journal or if you have the worksheets, you can just fill this out. I am in the process of allowing and creating what? So you can use this, what I'm sharing with you today, you will be able to use this for anything. I'm in the process of allowing and creating my ideal relationship. I'm in the process of allowing and creating my ideal body. I'm in the process of creating and allowing my ideal wedding. See, we can use this for anything. Today we're going to use it for creating your ideal business. And it can be your ideal business, or maybe you're working on your first workshop. Maybe it's your ideal website. Maybe it's your ideal, I'm allowing and creating proficiency in whatever the tool is. Okay, so Adrian, you're going to write a book, huh? Yeah? I'd love to help you with that. So, all right. Here we go. You are going to be, now, before we get into, I just want to make that clear that when we're writing these statements, we want to work on one thing. Okay? So whatever the one thing is for you that we're going to work on tonight and apply these principles, that's what I want you to write in that block. Okay? Now, before we get to that though, I want to talk to you about affirmations. You know, affirmations can work. I think that many of them do not. And I think they have to be worded rightly for you. They have to have, the language for affirmations needs to be correct. Because if it is not correct, and you will have some of these issues, okay? Your limiting beliefs are going to pop up. You're going to physically feel them or hear them in your head, and so forth. So, or they will create brain chatter. And you'll call yourself a liar in your head. Have any of you done that? You know, you've said, "Oh, I'm this," and you're like, and your mind laughs at you. So, for example, let me see here. You could say something like, I earn 6 figures in my coaching business. You know, like if you set that down as a goal, right? A lot of goals end up being like this. Or I have a dozen new clients coming to me now. This is how some affirmations. And if you don't have that, you can get away with that 1 or 2 times, but not for long, right? And they have an opposite effect on you. For example, here are some. I just can't keep this weight off. No, you can't. I'm so tired. How many of you heard that? Yes, you are. You're so tired. I'm so busy, which is why you're so tired and why you can't keep the weight off, right? So this is where we are using affirmations wrongly a lot of times. You understand? I am. Anytime you use the words I am, that's really the truest sense of affirming who you are. And if you are so tired, then wow, you are so tired. So here we go. I don't know if any of you have heard or read the book. It's by T. Harv Eker, and it's called Blueprint of a Millionaire Mind. And so I read that book, and at the end of every chapter, they have you do some like inner work or something. And one of them was he had us point to our heads and say, I have a millionaire mind. And I just laughed at that. Like that could not even make it past my belief system, because that's not what motivates me, you know? And so anyway, these are some ways that that chatter starts. I am hungry is an affirmation, isn't it? Right? I am a child of God is an affirmation. So I'm not passing judgment on all affirmations, because clearly some affirmations work. I am hungry causes you to get up off the couch and go to the refrigerator, right? Which can be a problem. So anyway, we use negative affirmations all the time. Here's another one that's really bad that we use. I don't have the money for that. No, you don't. And how many didn't even look, right? How many times have you said, oh, I can't afford that, but you never looked and you never sat down and tried to figure it out? So anyway, these are just some ways that we use affirmations wrongly, which is why I like to use bridge phrases. So that's what I'm going to introduce you to now. Bridge phrases allow you to bridge the gap from where you are now to create a new one inside of your imagination. And so that's what you're going to see on your worksheet. You're going to see some bridge phrases. I believe someone put them in the chat box here. Yes, page 2 in the worksheet. I'm gonna pop them up here in just a second. So again, these bridge phrases are going to allow you to focus on what it is that you want without any of that chatter, that mind chatter that we end up with. Okay, so here are some of these bridge phrases. Yes, Sophie, they'll send you the worksheets for sure. All right, so here we go. This is the first bridge phrase. All right, so let's talk about, let me go back to you for just a second, because if you're going to create, that's okay, you can use the chat box. I don't have to put you on the spot too bad. If you can create if you're creating your ideal business, which is what we're doing this evening, what do you love knowing about your ideal business? What is it that you love? I'm going to put all these up here. Oops, sorry. Let me go back here. Here are all of the bridge phrases, and we're going to work with them. So don't you love knowing that in your ideal business, you are able to impact people. Yes. Don't you love, I love knowing that in my ideal business, what I do is relevant and matters. Roberto, perfect. Yes. Give me something else. What do you know about your ideal business? You have to put yourself in the imagination, the imaginal space of already having it. Yes. I love knowing the joy and impact that I bring to myself and others through my coaching business. Yes, I love knowing that I am making a huge positive and permanent impact on the happiness and welfare of people. I love knowing that I learn to share and that I share to learn. Is that what you're thinking, Francisco? Chris, I love knowing that helping people find their best ultimately leads to a better world. Oh, I hear angels. I love knowing that I'm helping people be the best version of themselves on their own terms. Yes. I love knowing that people are inspired and energized after working with me. Yes, I love seeing myself fully invested in something I believe in. I love, Miwa, listen, I have Holy Ghost bumps, y'all. Like racing all over here. I love how it feels. I love being there the moment when a client is reborn. Oh, I mean, like for real. Are you kidding me? I love seeing myself fully invested in something I believe in, Ivan. Yes. I love how it feels when my client finds their life purpose. Anita, don't you love that? I love these phrases. They are magical triggers to success. They are. They absolutely are. You have to watch, right? And be careful that you don't drag the past in. Let's see. I love knowing people leave the session looking for the next session full of hope. Sophie, we bring hope, right? I love it how it feels when my clients tell me they have taken a bold step forward when they were stuck before. Yes! Don't you love this? I mean, seriously, I'm getting all jacked up thinking about it, y'all. I love how it feels. Let's see. Samantha, I love that the clients felt listened to. Yes. And that they matter and they are whole. Do you guys see what you bring? Oh my gosh. You bring so much to the table of coaching. Deepa, I love knowing that I am too good. I love knowing people find their courage to be themselves. Josephine, I love you too. I love to be recognized as an agent of change. Yes. Children love the stories I tell. Yes, they do, that help them become more confident and true to themselves. I love making a living from lifting others up. Yes. Well, lifting up others, Harry. I love that I am living my life's purpose. I love knowing I'm capable of changing lives. Yes. Oh, look, Adrian, I love you too. I love knowing that because I stood for the dreams of others and they go forth to achieve them with courage and love. I love the energy from coaching. That's true for me too. I love knowing that the clients are taking steps to be courageous and focus on what they want. Samuel, it's because you focused on what you want. You get it? You have to focus on what you want for your business in order to help other clients get what they want. And this is part of the issue, if I can just say. I love knowing that people will grow and know they have had it inside all along, Marie. It excites me to know that I've had a positive impact on someone's day. I love knowing I'm the enabler for great personal and professional relationships and results, creating a better world. Yes, I love knowing that coaching works. It excites me to go out of my safe cocoon and share my experiences, training, and hope with young adults. Parul, I need to talk to you about that safe cocoon because I think you're dragging in the past. Huh? Right? In other words, we put stuff in there. What you're putting in there, your safe cocoon, it's almost as if you're leaving safety in order to share. Do you understand what's happening here? I just want to make note of that real quick. I love knowing people, and ask me, rephrase that if you can. I love knowing people have expanded their awareness. Yes. I love to empower. Martina, is it I love knowing that? Now, here, let me share something. I'm glad you put that in there, Martina, because the bridge phrases, let me just tell you about them. Some of them you will love, and some of you will not. Okay? It depends on your learning style. All right? So if you really are more of a digital learner, like you take information in and you think, you might prefer to decide. I've decided that. Or if you're kinesthetic, you like words, like it excites me. I love the idea. You know what I'm saying? Some of you who are thinkers, you're not really loving the idea. You're appreciating the idea. You're finding satisfaction in the idea. And that's good too, because we want to use language that's right for you. I love having, and y'all, I apologize in advance. I'm going to miss some of these because you are tearing it up. I love it. I love helping people change the way. All right. Now, good. Joy, thank you. Thank you. I love knowing you bring a smile to people's faces, Adrian. This is amazing. How are we doing on time? Y'all need to help me here. Tell me how much time, Jada.
You have 30 minutes.
Oh, thank you. Because I'm on a roll. I don't even want to, I don't want to stop, you know. I love learning from others. I love seeing myself grow with wisdom and compassion in the journey. Yes, give me more Rhonda time. Hey, listen, I'll come help y'all anytime I want, if y'all want me to. I love the moment a client comes out of their hard shell by grasping something in the deep bottom of their mind. Wow, Miwa. Like, that's so deep. That is so deep. All right. Now, you guys have done so amazingly well in really tapping into the emotion of what you want. Okay. Now, this is where we are going to, we need to start thinking about other things. All right. So let's think about something else in your business. I want to take it into just another step into the practical. How many of you are looking for more clients? And then tell me what kind. Like, are we going for team coaching, one-on-one coaching? What do you want? C-suite? Like most of you are one-on-one coaching, more clients, mid-career clients, who want to invest in themselves. Yes. Okay. So here's what we want. Here's where we want to go. All right. We want to use these bridge phrases to bridge us for all of the circumstances, right, of our ideal in our ideal business. So what we tapped in a minute ago were the really deep emotions that are driving you. Okay, like the excitement of working with the client and so forth. Now, how do we get practical now and turn it into our business, towards our business, right? So most of you, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to start looking at let's think about your calendar for a minute. Okay, some of you really want more referrals, right? Referrals, I remember seeing a lot of that. So I love the idea of, right? We cannot magically say, what's wrong? I don't have enough referrals. What do I want? I want more referrals, and they're going to come, right? That's not going to happen. But what we want to do is put ourselves into our imaginations in a position where we are receiving more referrals. So think about this. In my ideal business, I love the idea of receiving regular referrals from a close network of people who know me, like me, and trust me. Do you hear how that sounds? Does that excite you? Do you love the idea of that? Yes. Can I repeat? Georgina, probably not. Because I have no idea what I said. So let me try again. I love the idea that in my ideal business, I receive regular referrals from a close group of people who know me, like me, and trust me. I made it up. But you understand what I'm trying to build in here. I'm trying to build inside of your imagination getting more referrals. How are we going to get them? From a group of people who know you, like you, and trust you. Does everybody see how that's possible for your business? Do you love the idea of that? Yes, reframe and reboot. Exactly. You're rebooting it. I mean, you're reframing it though, Adrienne, with a bridge phrase that allows you to see it. Because if you don't think you can get referrals, you're not getting any. You have to be able to see yourself in your mind's eye with that group of people who know you well enough and understand your business enough to refer you, right? Or here's another one. I love how it feels when a past client refers me to new people. I love how it feels. Don't you love how that feels? Can you imagine? How many of you have had that happen to you? Yes, you've had that happen where you got a surprise referral. Okay, so this is where we want to put ourselves. I'm having Holy Ghost bumps again, so I know I'm on the right track. So here's where we want to go. We want to remember that moment. Remember the feeling. And don't you love how it feels? That statement, I love how it feels when a past client refers me to others, is always 100% true, isn't it? Is it always 100% true? This is what we're talking about. When you're building a vision, it must be made on truth, or your mind will not allow it. You can't, you're going to bump up against that limiting belief, you know? So we have to, yes, it is law of attraction. I mean, it's that, you know, NLP, some of those things, which I'm not trained in NLP, by the way. I know some of you are just like magical at that. I tend to have that natural. But yes, that's what we're doing. We're actually creating that. And if we can focus on that, if it happened once, why could it not happen again? That you get another referral, right? So if you're focusing on, it excites me. Let me try another one. Hang on just a second. I saw one up here. Yes, Ivan, you're saying that the referral statement it comes across as investing in you so that you can be trusted. I'm not sure. I'm trying to keep up. I've gotten I've gotten behind here on the chat. Okay, so Miwa, back to you again. The only thing you want to do that you've been trying to do, tell me, you explain more about that. Do you want to come back on?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
What is your question again? Sorry.
Well, I'm reading what you said. You said the only thing you want to do and have been trying to do, but realize you've been passive about what?
Yes. So, I realize that I'm too humble and I don't want to sell my service. So I wait until somebody asks me at least 3 times. Otherwise, I say no. Oh, it's, no, it's okay. I'm not that, this is our maybe cultural style. My mother also do that to her client. She, the client has to visit her to give her service at least 3 times. Otherwise, she doesn't say yes. And if they visit her 3 times, and then they're very committed, she knows that. And then she definitely gives perfect service. She's very confident. She has very successful, track. But she doesn't want to commit it unless client is fully commit her. Mm-hmm. So we are kind of perfectionist, and I don't want to be, I don't want to.
Here's the question that you get to ask yourself: is that working for you?
Actually, it's not my style. I realize that I can be. It's hard, and then I realize that I always, reflect her style on me. Like, I may not be too, active about. In my culture, it's kind of like a greedy, So I always want to stay back and then, more calm, which is also true. But at the same time, nobody can, know unless I can be seen by anyone. So, my referral, if once it comes, I really commit and I'm confident to giving, good service, but it's very, limited. So I realized that I should, I have someone who asked me once, but I said, okay, if you're interested, someday is my answer usually. So I have some list already in my mind that I should give little bit more like myself, push forward.
Well, you just have to decide what you really want, because that's really what do you want is the hardest question to answer. Right. But once you have the answer to that, once you know clearly what you want, I mean, it's a miracle. Think about it. You do it all the time. You manifest what you want all the time. It's like, I'm hungry. I want Mexican food. And there's the taco place right on the corner. It just pops up right there. You weren't even looking for it. And then there it is. That's really how life is, isn't it? When you want something. So I do believe, at least it's been my experience in coaching and personally, is the biggest thing that stops us is a lack of clarity. Like, we just don't really know exactly what it is. And it's okay to not know and live with that ambiguity, but also know that that's the thing that's going to keep you. And it's not holding you back. You're just not moving forward because you don't know where you're going. So you're just going to stay there. And that's what many of us do, right? And I think really getting clear and working with these bridge phrases and thinking through and this goes for all of you, right? This is not just for Miwa, this is for everybody. But if you will take these bridge phrases and really think through them about what is it about your business that excites you? What is it? What do you love the idea of? What have you decided about your business? Because some of you need to make a decision. When you're decisive, you cut off all other avenues, right? It's like, I'm not doing this anymore because I'm doing that. And they're not in alignment, right? For you, Miwa, there's no reason you can't do nonprofit and be paid. There's no reason you can't do both. You keep leaning towards the one. And the question is, what is that about? that's just what you get to sit with and explore. What is that? And you've done, just look what you've discovered here tonight, that you're feeling your mom come in to the picture. Yeah, we all have that. Right? I'm pretty sure. Thank you so much again for letting me share. Let me move here, and you guys are blowing up the chat box again. And I want to, yes, Farah, you cut off what is not in alignment with you. So, just one other thought or consideration is that sometimes the things that we want for our business, like maybe making a lot of money, maybe building a big team, maybe rolling out a digital product, some of those things, they're in your vision, like you want them, and the timing may not be right. Or if you want them, you need to be focusing on them. But what we do is we kind of want them, but then we move on to other things because we get distracted. And then a year goes by. This is why being able to really get clear. Yes, Neetha, clarity is absolutely clear, absolutely key. Adrian, you have written something. I cannot read what that says. I don't know what that says. I speak 2 languages, y'all. English and Southern. Any of you who are familiar with the Southern United States know what I'm talking about. Okay, so yes, I do. Doreen is saying she so appreciates Miwa for taking the courage, yes, to share. And yes, we all learn better. Thank you so much. Adrian, you were in Colorado? Okay, good. Let me see. Who did I miss? If I missed a question that you have not heard an answer to, chat it in. I did not want to miss anybody. Let me see here. Georgina, I'm going to read this. You used to share this with your clients and ask them to refer you to the right sort of people. Feel free. Yes, good idea. Offer their friends a complimentary session. Hey, y'all, Georgina's got some great ideas in here for getting more referrals. And it really is just transparency and just being honest with people. Hey, you know what? I'm always looking for new people to work with and so forth. Yes. Gift a session with my coach. Would you be interested? Great things there. Fears can hold you back. Yes. Certainly fears will always, they will always rear their ugly heads, So the way around your fears, though, in this situation is to consider, like, let's take money, for example, because I know that's an issue. Are we running out of time? How am I doing, Jada? Okay. I know I'm just yapping and then I don't pay attention. So, all right, let's take money, for example. All right. A lot of you have the conflict in doing what you love and being paid for it. Like it's somehow, there's something there. So this is where you can start thinking about it in new ways. Like, for example, it excites me to know that, like, for example, what would you, let me go back for just a second. None of us are ever working for money. Does everybody understand that? Is that true? Anita says that's not true. Here's where I'm going with this, Anita. We're working for what money will buy, or what money brings us, right? It's not the dollar bills or the cash or the money in the bank account. It's what you can do with it. So Georgina says she likes the word complimentary instead of pro bono. You're working for feeling worthy. Yes. Yeah. We are all worthy. Yes. Regardless. When you ask things like, why don't I have enough business? Your subconscious hears yes. So this is why you want to be focused on what you want in your business. We're here to help clients and feel better about working for ourselves, doing something we love, not for someone else. Can I have you rephrase that, Marie? Let's see. So, this worthiness feeling, this lack of worthiness feeling, I think that we all have that. I think it's just that emotional, it's something that happens in the development of our psyche. Hang on a minute. I just want to make sure I'm getting the concept of ikigai. I don't know what that is. You want to contribute to the world. We should get paid for the impact in their lives, not for the hours we spend. Yes, that's true. Wait, Suchitra, I'm not doing well with that. Were you meaning to unmute? Mission, yes. Yeah, some of us have that missional mindset. So, anyway, when you're using these bridge phrases, this is where I want to go with this, is when you are using these bridge phrases for, say, money, for example, to earn more money. I'm excited at the thought of being paid fairly for what I do. Or I'm excited at the thought of there always being way more than enough. I love the idea of being paid way more than what I love being paid way more than what I'm worth. And then see, some of you are going to look like, no, I can't be paid more than. We put so many funny things around money. Hang on a minute. Let's see. Yes, it is beyond money. A reason for being. And thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. I'm missing. We are working to create an impact on others, and being rewarded for it balances the energy exchange. Yes. Well, that is if you give money energy. It depends on, because sometimes the feelings are more important than the dollars exchanged. We are paid for the value we bring. Money for my honey. Yes, sometimes it is, it's good for you to put what do you want the money for? Okay. Georgina, how can we create an abundance mindset to our own clients if we aren't living it ourselves? But you know what? Here's the question I want to ask. What does abundance mean? Huh? What does abundance mean? I can tell y'all, words matter, and abundance to some of y'all does not mean money. It means other things, Anita says abundance means giving. Yeah. So for me, there's always way more than enough. And it's just always true. Abundance means many choices, means giving, fullness of life. Carmen, thank you. Lillian, it depends. Yes, it does depend. Don't worry or beat yourself up. It means there is, this is where you can use the bridge phrases to say something like, it makes me happy to know that my business earns way more than enough to cover my expenses and my growth. I'm making it up. Abundance of joy, energy, and resources, including money, home, and relationships. Yes. More fulfillment. I love the idea that I focus on what the client loves to pay more and more. Let me think about that. I love the idea. So, Yen Lee, are you trying to put your focus more on money? Because you forget? I am paid enough or more. I don't want to pay enough. Maria, scratch enough. Put way more than enough. I am paid way more. I love the idea of being paid way more than enough to maintain a comfortable lifestyle so that I can just period. Put a period there. Because you see, you're talking about two different things. Because you're going to do what you love and you're passionate about anyway. All right. So, okay. No on what? I love the idea. I'm going to have to think about that. I love the idea of bridge phrases. The bridge phrases really do help you guys because they keep the imagination part of your brain open to seeing new possibilities. Worthiness is a big concept. It's unique to each of us. Yes. You know, I did a training once with an organization that gave me really a new understanding about that worthiness, that I am enough, that it's sort of like a scar we all have, and that it gets touched, you know, like, you know how it is with a scar. And if you can recognize that scar feeling when it's touched and recognize that that's what it is, then you can, you can call it out for being untrue, because it's not true. It's just the scar we all have, you know, that moment. All right, let me move on. You guys have the bridge phrases. I'm going to give you homework. Huh? Who likes homework? I'm a homework girl. So I want you to take your list. Yeah, you will. Well, so the manifesting happens when you're so clear, Suman, when you are so clear and you're putting these bridge phrases, like you're putting these phrases together, right? You're going to create a vision statement. Here's your homework, is to go home and play with these bridge phrases and then put them all together until you have a beautiful, vibrant statement about what you want your business to be. Because and then you get to ponder that. There are many, many ways that you can work with this, with reading them and taping them, you know what I'm saying, recording them so that you can hear them, play them back to yourself, read them several times a day. Just take one of the phrases and journal on it every day. This becomes a living vision statement, because things will start to happen. Once you're clear, you're manifesting every day anyway. Every day, all day. You're here because you manifested to be here, right? And you heard about it, you decided to go, you took the action. Same thing. So what you will find is that once you have created a really vibrant vision statement, that these things, the inspired action and the things that you need will start to just come to you because you're so clear. It's almost like right now, what you're looking at, you're not looking through the lens of the glasses. And then once you start looking through the lens of the glasses, which is your vision, clear and succinct, then the manifestation is just going to start coming. Oh, you're manifesting? I will be with you again. Y'all just let me know. That's a promise. I'm happy to come back again. All right, let me see here and finish up real quick because I do want, where'd I go? Hold on, I did something wrong. What'd I do? Back here. Hold on. Stop share. Now I have to go back and share my screen. Sorry. I messed up there, y'all. Here we go. Let me go to this next here. So tell me your aha moments. I want to hear. What have you learned tonight that has helped or made a change for you or anything? Well, manifesting In-person Singapore 2021. Wow, that would be amazing. I have to get my passport. Actually, I do have my passport ready. Okay, so go in the, you feel like you're flying now? I mean, yay, you are not alone. You have learned the power of reframing your thoughts, Jenny. Good. You got relaxed about affirmations. You avoid, I am affirmations are okay as long as they're true. That's the deal, Harry. You get it? They have to be 100% true or they won't work. Your personal vision and now your business vision. Yes. And you guys, you can use this process for anything. Anything. You can use it for planning a wedding. I promise. Going to a new level of working, how different it feels when the statement is made on truth, Diana. Yes. Energy. Visioning brings clarity and energy. Yes. Huge potential expression on process. You do have a process to get a vision statement to anchor you. Yay. Good, good, good. I am so happy, you guys. And I love it. Wait, who is this? Y'all are so fun. I've looked through you. Yes, you will stay away from unveiled negatives. So, oh my gosh, I am so happy that I have been with you guys today. It has been amazing. And I would just love to see if you, this is just my invitation. If you guys want to send me what you come up with, just send me a note. I've got a few ways you can reach me. Let me, before I close here though, this is Jen Sinceros, and I may be mispronouncing her name, but this is a quote from her. And you denying yourself your heart's desire is not noble. It's a waste of some damn good desires. And it denies the world our only opportunity to bask in more of you. And so your clients need you. You have got a purpose and a calling to coach. And I just want you to be more so you can do more and have more. So yay, I love that you're activated. Thank you, thank you. So find me. I have a group in Facebook. I just put up a Patreon account. I would love to see some of your bridge phrases. So if you want to, or your sentences, your vision statements. So just reach out, find me. And I would love to help you because I want to make sure that you don't drag any of the past, and it's really easy to do. So there you go. I think I did under time here. Jada, huh?
You're amazing, Rhonda. Wow. Thank you so much. What an exciting session. You can tell we love your energy. Look at the chat. It's just blowing up.
Yay. I love it. I love it. And I love doing these vision statements, like truly, because it's just so amazing when you have clarity, you really get what you want, like getting a taco for lunch.
So here's one from me. I love knowing that everyone in this room is going to have a very, very successful coaching business. And I can't wait to hear all the amazing results that everyone here is going to create when we come back together in ICW 2021.
I know. I feel angels like fluttering all over me with that. I see it too.
All right. Thank you once again. Thank you, Rhonda, so much for this morning session. Thank you to everyone for participating so actively, and also to Miwa for sharing with all of us what you're going through. Do you want to unmute that?
Thank you. I just wanted to ask Rhonda, if I may, I realized that I desperately needed to be seen, but how come she recognized and picked me up? That because I hated to be seen like this, I hate to be on the spot. And oh my God, I was on the spot. And then I was so scared at the beginning, but I now feel like everybody's loved, compassionate. And I feel so grateful. But, I felt like like a magic to pick me up from, you know. So
I don't know.
how you recognize me?
It was something that you said. You typed something.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I recognize language and I can usually pick it up, you know.
Right.
So anyway, thank you for your
Thank you very
generosity.
much.
I know it's not easy being put on the spot. It's like, hey, come here. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Can I invite everyone to open up your video so that we can do a great group photo together? Yeah? Rhonda, is it possible to stop your screen sharing?
Yes. Absolutely.
All right. So you guys know what to do, huh? It's either an I, C, or W. Okay?
So I'm photographer, so
Yes, Harry,
get ready
you're the
and hold
photographer.
up because there's a couple of screens. So ready? Okay.
Say cheese.
3, 2, keep going. Keep going.
We've got about almost
A lot
200
of you.
participants today, so hold your pose, please.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you so much. All right, please stay on for some important details, and we also have 15 minutes action learning breakout rooms coming up. Okay, let me just share my screen here once again. Okay, now we can't end this session without sharing our platinum sponsor and giving thanks to them for bringing our ICW together this week. So thank you, Imagenetics. Again, remember to look out for an email coming to you next week with details on how you can sign up for the gift package they'll be sharing. Another round of applause also to our silver sponsors, the Coach Partnership, Starting Point, and the coaching app. Last but not least, I'm sure you guys know that we are having an ICW closing celebration this evening. So after the 8 p.m. MCC panel that we'll be having, do stay on and come join us together and celebrate and wrap up the whole week of learning together. So remember to come dressed in ICF colors, either blue, yellow, or gold, and bring along a drink or a cup of tea if you want, and we'll cheers and end off the week together. All right. And for those of you who are looking to sign up for your CCEU unit, take note of the QR code on the side of the screen, scan it, that will bring you to the webinar feedback survey and CCEU completion application form. Okay, so remember CCEU closes 24 hours after this webinar. And also, if you have not signed up for our upcoming webinar this afternoon at 1:30 p.m. on how to pivot, protect, and profit amidst virus VUCA times, the link is on the chat box. And this evening at 6:30 p.m., we also have our panel of MCC coaches coming together to share with us on the journey to MCC. All right, so again, the registration link is on the chat box if you have not signed that. Last but not least, do share your sentiments and learning from this webinar on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and don't forget to tag us at ICF Singapore, ICF SG 2020. So once again, thank you all for being with us this morning. It's been an amazing session. I hope all of you are energized and pumped up, ready to start your coaching business and get it running. All right. If you are keen to network and exchange learning insight from this webinar, do stay on for another 15 minutes. You'll be put into a breakout room with the other coaches. And if you wish to drop off the session, you may do so because we are at the end of this webinar. Once again, thank you so much for being with us this morning, and we look forward to see you at 1:30 p.m. later. So Harry, you can start the breakout room.
I will, yes, just 1 second. Okay, I'm moving in people into breakout rooms now. Just click the prompts and click return to main room if you need to enter the room again later on. Okay.
You should see a prompt coming up to invite you to the breakout room. So click on that and you can begin your networking and sharing session.